Welcome to the Hair of the Dog podcast. This is Nicole, and this is a special podcast episode brought to you directly out of the Hair of the Dog Academy. Inside the Academy, our members have the opportunity to schedule laser coaching calls. And not only are these calls beneficial for them, but they get shared inside the community so that all of our other members can benefit from them. What we've done is we've taken the very best of our laser coaching calls, the ones that I know you guys have questions for as well, and we are bringing them to you here as some bonus episodes on the Hair of the Dog podcast. Now, I'm not promising them every week, but periodically we'll be releasing new laser coaching calls out here on the podcast on Thursdays. So keep checking your podcast player and get ready for 15 to 20 minutes of quick laser coaching to get some quick wins, get some questions answered, and helping our members and you move forward in your business. If you want to learn more about how you can become a Hair of the Dog Academy member too, simply go to hairofthedogacademy.com/academy and check it out. We'd love to have you inside our pack. Now stay tuned for the laser coaching. And when I say laser coaching, is it just me or do you picture little cats with laser beams too? That would make this even more fun, but I digress. No cats with laser beams, but some incredible business knowledge about to happen. Enjoy.
Welcome to the Hair of the Dog podcast. If you're a pet photographer ready to make more money and start living a life by your design, you've come to the right place. And now, your host, pet photographer, travel addict, chocolate martini connoisseur, Nicole Begley.
Welcome to Laser Coaching. Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Yeah, what can I help you with? About name stuff and all that good stuff, right?
Yes. I'm setting up a website, in the process of setting up a website. And I got a logo before that, which I really love. I really love my logo. But I just picked this name out because mine is Victoria Vixpix, which I thought was great. And then I suddenly thought, oh my gosh, should I be using that as a name? Should that be on my logo? Do I have to register that as my logo? I've decided that I'm going to keep, for my website, I'm going to keep my name as a domain name, like Victoria Ann Wright.
Okay.
So that's going to be my, but so also, do I need that on my, should I have that on my, should that be my logo? Should my name be my logo? Or can I keep my logo as I've had it designed, or help?
Yeah, so you could go lots of different directions here. The main thing is we want to make sure we're marketing with whatever name you choose. Don't worry about what the domain is right now. But like if you want to keep VixPix for your logo and your name and your marketing and like basically everything, you can keep your website where it is, but then I would still buy that VixPix domain and you can just forward that domain to the one that it's currently on.
Okay.
So you could do that, or if you wanted to, you can move your website to that main domain and then forward your old domain. I would keep both URLs.
Okay.
Because some traffic still might end up in that old one, but just keep one website and just whichever domain the website doesn't live at, forward the other domain to that.
That's a brilliant idea.
Yeah. So that should be quick and easy.
Cool. Very nice and easy. So do I need to register the VixPix as a kind of trademark or a name in any such way because I've picked it on my logo? Or
where are you? You're in the UK, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not as familiar with laws out there. So like for here, you would need, have you registered your business, either name?
No, I haven't.
Okay. So if you haven't registered your business, then you could probably just register whichever name you want. I would register the VixPix, the one you're going to do business under. And,
okay.
I'm not sure what exactly that looks like in the UK, but yeah.
I'll check it out. Yeah.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Go.
Cool. Thank you. I'm really at the beginning of setting it all up and learning. And I was watching all your pricing stuff today. It was fascinating. It was really fascinating. So I'm a lot clearer on what I need to do to get the pricing and to find out what I'm
good.
doing.
And you have to remember, don't have to have it all done. Like as soon as you launch, you can start with just some prints and digital files, just some prints, whatever, and add pieces as we go. And changing pricing is as easy as hitting delete and putting a new number on the keyboard. So you don't have to I see so many people spend months just agonizing on, I don't know if this pricing is right. Just, you can change it later. Just test it.
Yeah. You've been a big inspiration there because you've changed yours quite a lot. So, which is really good to see.
Yeah. I love to experiment with new pricing. That's one of my most favorite things to do.
See what works. It's brilliant.
Yeah. Which the funny thing is, what I've found is all of the different pricing that I've had, they all work just as well. So
brilliant.
It really doesn't matter.
Yeah. As long as you've got some.
Yeah. You need to have some pricing, and it's really about the education and the messaging and the marketing to get in front of the right people.
Yes.
But the pricing itself, as long as you take the art of pricing, which is, looking at what you want people to purchase and setting up the pricing so they get rewarded for doing what you want them to do, then you're usually good to go.
Yeah, that's a lot clearer since watching your videos today. It was really helpful.
Good.
Yeah, no, that was really helpful. Can I ask you another couple of questions?
Yeah, we've got time.
Thank you. One is about Topaz Adjust. I have several of the Topaz things, and on your videos you have you make adjustments using the classic collection. I don't have that on my Topaz, and my Topaz doesn't seem to be as kind of.
I think I'm still running the really old one. I don't think I ever updated mine.
Oh.
So let me, somebody else had this question recently too. I might actually reach out to Topaz and ask how we do that now. Cause I've been scared to update mine. I'm like, well, I don't want to not know how to do it again.
Don't lose that.
What I've been using it for. So let me ask them. Yeah. How I can still get that same look with their new updates.
Oh God, that would be great because it just then I bought it quite recently, so it's quite obviously quite a new one.
Yeah.
But it's it doesn't come out as well as you was kind of nice little adjustments, whereas this is kind of a big adjustment some way, some other way, and it's just a bit too much. So.
Well, in this one, mine I always do on a separate layer, and I always took it back down, because it was always too much too.
I learned that from you too. I can see that now.
Almost any adjustment we tend to do. I mean, we've all been there. Like, oh, look, I can adjust the eyes. Whoa. Oh, look, I can adjust the sharpness of the fur. Wow. We live and learn.
It's just brilliant. I'm running Photoshop CS6, so I'm really behind on that. So it won't do another layer. It will do another layer, but it won't for the patch tool. If I'm trying to do the patch tool or content aware fill, then it won't do that. It has to be on the original layer, which is a real pain. But apart from that, it's not too bad.
Yeah. No, you once you get around to updating though, you'll find all sorts of, because even if the tools aren't necessarily new, they've gotten so much better from CS6, even with the patch and the content aware fill and all of those things work just so much better. So
that's good, because I've been wondering whether to upgrade or not. Because I don't have Lightroom because I've only got the Photoshop CS6, so I don't have.
I mean, for Photoshop does, I think it's still only $10 a month for the photographer package, which is Photoshop and Lightroom.
Yes,
you can't beat it. I mean,
no. It's amazing, isn't it?
Rate.
Yeah. Yes. And to make the difference too onto the photos.
Yeah. So, and even with that, you can rationalize it as learning to use Lightroom will save you so much time, because truly nothing really goes into Photoshop until it's ordered. Like I do all of I shoot, I do my global edits and calling in Lightroom, and that's what I show my clients, unless there's like a group image that I need to like merge images or head swap or do something severe. I'll finish that. And I do always finish usually one or two images all the way through so they can see a final image. But most of the images I show are not fully edited, and then I'll just edit the ones that they purchase. Because most of my clients don't purchase all of my images. They usually do a few for a wall art or, so that's usually what they do. They might buy a handful of extra ones, but
Okay.
They don't always purchase all of them. So
Okay.
yeah,
no, that's interesting. That's interesting. Thank you.
Time and it's easiest.
Cool, thank you. And just one other question. I'm ashamed almost to say it, but it's a fantastic camera. I have a bridge camera, but it's a top of the top bridge camera. It's a Sony one, and it is absolutely brilliant. But it is a bridge camera. Do you think I'll be okay using that for at least a while? I
mean, yeah, you can use whatever you need to. Well, what kind of camera is it? I don't know if I'm. It's a Sony
RX10 Mark IV. It's about. I don't know if you can see it there. It's a very good one. It is a very good one.
What's the problem, or what are you concerned about with it?
I think what concerns me most is the ISO. Because I can't have that up very high.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the biggest concern. The sharpness is really good, and the focus is pretty quick.
Where are you usually shooting? Do you usually shoot on location, outdoors, studio? What's your usual?
Outdoors. It's always outdoors. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you should be good. You just have to watch low light, just have to be careful how long you shoot, or if it's starting to get later in the day, just stay out of those really deep shadows.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you should be good still with that for a while.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Cool. Usually when it's time to upgrade is when you start really noticing, if it's something like, man, it was just this one session because a storm rolled in and it got way darker than I thought, than usual. Okay, that's a one-off. But if your regular shooting strategy, you're finding that you just don't have enough camera, then maybe it's time to upgrade. Focus is also a reason. Like ISO and focus are usually the two things where people feel limitations and then want to upgrade. So those are kind of the two things it'll tell you.
Okay, brilliant. I think the focus is really good on that, actually.
Yeah, I think Sony's focus is pretty good.
Yeah, the continuous thing. So brilliant. That's set my mind at rest. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good. This was like a rapid fire laser coaching. I like it.
I know. I'm sorry about that.
It's all good. I'm glad I could
Easy
help.
Questions. Cool, you have. Thank you.
All right, awesome. Well, you have a great week, and
you too.
See you soon.
You too. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you,
Victoria. Bye. If you enjoyed this podcast episode, go ahead and take a screenshot of this episode on your phone and post it up there on your Instagram stories, and be sure to tag us at Hair of the Dog Academy. And we would just love to see how you're listening. And full disclosure, sometimes we just like to give away a little pet photographer swag in the form of Hair of the Dog t-shirts and sweatshirts. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and share that screenshot of this episode, and don't forget to tag us at Hair of the Dog Academy. And while you're there, maybe you want to jump on over to our account and see what we're up to on the gram. Would love to connect with you. Thanks for listening to the Hair of the Dog podcast. If you want to check out the show notes for access to any of the links that we shared in this episode, as well as any additional related resources, simply go to www.hairofthedogacademy.com/78. Once again, that's hairofthedogacademy.com/7 and the number 8.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Hair of the Dog podcast. If you enjoyed this show, please take a minute to leave a review. And while you're there, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our upcoming episodes. One last thing, if you are ready to dive into more resources, head over to our website at www.hairofthedogacademy.com. Thanks for being a part of this pet photography community.
Are you ready to connect with other pet photographers? Don't forget that we have a big free podcast community on Facebook. If you go to www.hairofthedogacademy.com/FB group, you can join our Facebook group there. And we also have a pretty strong Instagram community, including where you can see what I am up to here at Hair of the Dog headquarters periodically on our Instagram account, which is at Hair of the Dog Academy. I would love to connect with you in the Facebook group or on the grams, so go ahead and jump in whichever platform you enjoy, and I can't wait to connect with you.